Okay, hello sir. Today I will discuss a video exercise from page 19 and 18. Okay, number 1, Sophie is sympathetic. She always listens to my problem and understands how I feel. And the own sentence from me is, I am afraid I wasn't very sympathetic too. And number 2, Charlie is charming. He is good at making people feel good about themselves. And the own sentence for me is, Samantha charming. She has a score of charming, like it lie in the hollows. And number 3, Wisdom is witty. He always quick to think of something funny to say. And the own sentence for me is, in fact, she is witty and charming as well as artistic. And the next question, Clara is careless. She does things too quickly and always make mistakes. And the own sentence for me is, the loss resulting from careless work is very serious. And the next question, Lex is intellectual. He loves learning things. And the own sentence from me is, his interest in art was evidently intellectual. Next, Paul is pushy. He always wants me to do what he wants. And the own sentence from me is, I used to be very pushy about my views on food. And the next question, Shannon is shallow. She doesn't think seriously or carefully about anything. And the own sentence for me is, his breathing was swallow and fast. Number 18, Polly is pretentious. She tries to appear more important and clever than she is. And the own sentence for me is, his writing style is unnecessarily pretentious. Number 9, Sam is smug. He always plays with himself and shows it. And the own sentence for me is, this is a lesson of why to never get smug. Okay, the next question, number 10. Brittany is bubbly. She's always happy, fun to be with, and full of energy. And the own sentence from me is, that bubbly bottles should be completely chilled before crying. And 11, Chelsea is cheeky. She shows a lack of respect, but often in a funny way. And the own sentence for me is, I just think Simone has got a real cheeky grin. And the next question, Henry is hypocritical. He says one thing but does another. And the own sentence for me is, after observing much by hypocritical behavior at her church, Laura became apostate. And 13, Stephen Scotty. He is always forgetting things, but that's what I love about him. And the only sentence from me is, my mother is a bit scary. I'm afraid. And the next, I will give my answer and opinion for the question on page 18. Okay. Situation 1. Your teacher has asked you to help him or her to carry a few books to the staff room. It's a break time. Suddenly you find yourself in the staff room and all the teachers are there. What do? I choose C, because we have to respect the teacher in the room. It's okay to talk a little more with them because it's part of our socialization and form of politeness. We can also talk from the conversation. And situation 2, a friend of yours is organizing a bike ride to place in the countryside. You love cycling and you have always wanted to see the place. You don't know any of the other people that your friend has invited. I choose A because it's okay to hang out with new people. We must be more open to various healthy friendship, and also as a form of respect for our friends. And situation 3, you are sitting on bus reading a really good book. The person sitting next to you asks you what you are reading. I choose B because the first one, we respect that person. The second one, because I'm one who easily blends in. And the last one, because talking to strangers in public transportation is not a problem. And situation 4, you have just arrived at a friend's house to get a DVD that you wanted to borrow. Your friend's mom is cooking. It smells absolutely delicious, and you are hungry. She asks you if you want to eat with them. I choose B because honestly I'm the type of person who is not used to eating at other people's homes because of the teaching of my parents. But there is no problem accepting the other if the host insists on offering it. And the last situation 5, you have just been given a new camera for your birthday. It's pretty complicated and you don't really know how it works. There are 2 or 3 kids in your class who are really good with cameras. And I choose A because there is nothing wrong with asking, especially if we ask at the right time. And it's okay to ask if they have free time or not to teach us. Okay, if there is misspelling, please forgive and thank you, sir.